People do terrible things all the time, things that are destructive to nature and damage the world around them. That's why everyone should help not only domestic animals, but also wild animals when they need it. During a fire, a little kitten inhaled carbon monoxide, but this firefighter managed to find him and do everything possible to keep the baby alive. This homeless puppy wandered around the railroad tracks looking for food to live another day. Because of some people's mistreatment of him, he was frightened of this guy and tried his best to avoid contact with him. But when he managed to gain the puppy's trust, he was able to take him home to live a happy life. Seeing the little moose being swept down a mountain river, these guys didn't hesitate, they rushed to help him so that he back to his mother. Unfortunately, this bat was electrocuted when it crashed into a power line. But her little bat miraculously survived alive. The poor thing struggled not to let go of his dead mother, but luckily, now there's someone to take care of him. This police officer runs into the burning house to save the dog that was left inside. After experiencing a lot of shock, she just sat on the couch and probably didn't have any hope of being saved. The little shark was thrown by the waves right onto the rocks, but he was lucky the surfers saw him and helped him get back to his family. And this is what happens when trash isn't disposed of properly. Hopefully now her life will be easier and the bumps can go away. This sea turtle had a hard time eating because it had a fishing net stuck in its mouth, with hooks in it. But luckily she was able to find these people who helped gently pull it out. When the baby deer got stuck in the mud, it was hardly hope to get out, but when the workers saw his helplessness, these workers came to its aid, and with the help of a backhoe, they were able to pull him out. And here's another video of the workers with the help of an excavator rescued a bear that had no way of getting out of the water on its own.
Yeah?
This squirrel was so depleted from dehydration that it couldn't even move. It's a good thing this guy saw it and brought it water. Just look how grateful for her rescue. This homeless puppy choked of food and even fainted. But luckily this guy brought him back to life by administering CPR. To save an injured pigeon drowning in the water, this man risked his life to help it. This stray dog was entangled in the barbed wire, and trying to get out of it was only making things worse for himself. But luckily, his barking these people heard him and helped to free him. This guy saved a drowning sparrow, and he had no idea that the bird wouldn't want to part with his rescuer as a sign of his gratitude. As this man was playing with his dogs on the lake shore, one of them got sick and suddenly fainted, but luckily the owner saw it in time and prevented his friend from drowning. During the storm, this calf accidentally fell into the water, and it is unlikely that he would have survived if this guy hadn't come to his rescue. When this little fawn was stuck between fences, his mother tried her best to help him out, but unfortunately all her efforts were unsuccessful. And that's when this man came to their rescue and who helped bring the baby back to its mother. The little elephant had fallen into a deep hole that there was no way he could have gotten out on his own, but luckily he was spotted by wildlife advocates and helped him dig his way out with an excavator. With a backhoe. Look at how his family is happy to see their baby boy again. When a stray dog accidentally fell into the canal, these guys showed teamwork work to help her get out. This dog had fallen into water teeming with alligators, and if this guy hadn't figured it out in time and handed him his shirt, so that he could grab onto it, there's no way he would have been able to escape from those reptiles. As this guy was driving down the road, he saw a giant python on the side of the road trying to strangle a young deer, and he decided to do whatever he could to save it. After this buddy helped the sloth cross the road, he even tried to thank him for his kindness. playing with a plastic barrel, this lion got his head in it and couldn't get it off on his own. Luckily, all this happened at the zoo and the zoo staff came to his rescue. Looking for food, this stray dog had his head in a plastic jar and couldn't get it off. But he was lucky that he was spotted by these guys, who took a long time to catch him. To catch him for a long time, but they finally succeeded. During the wildfires in Australia, a lot of animals suffered, but it was the koalas that suffered the most sluggishness. But luckily, there are not humans, who could not remain indifferent and help them get out of the burning forest. Write in the comments what moments touched you the most. Click on this playlist if you wanted to see more videos of people saving animal lives, and don't forget to like it and subscribe to the channel. See you in the next video.